By definition, despair is the loss of hope. Disparity is about the difference or inequity between things. Thankfully, this indicator is not about that, even though it has a pretty grim sound to it. The word disparity in disparity index signifies this indicator's job is to calculate and display the difference between the recent close and its exponential moving average. We're pleased to bring you this work courtesy of another industry giant. His name is Steve Nison and is credited with introducing the concept of candlestick charts to the Western world in 1991. He's got a whole bit on it with some books, courses, and loads of information available on the web. It's not an original idea. That comes from much further in the past. In fact, the original concept comes from an 18th century Japanese rice trader named Munehisa Homa. We actually covered this guy once before in a technical blog called What is a Doji? Back in 2022. You can find that blog on the site. As a zero-cross indicator, it's pretty quick, so use this with a bit of caution as it will change directions pretty quickly. The default value of its one setting is 13, and this is what it looks like on that setting. However, we're going to slow this down somewhat so we're not getting a lot of untradeable signals. Remember, we're just illustrating what it looks like and how to use it. Whatever settings you settle on is up to you, as everyone's system is different. We'll try something different this week and go with the US dollar against the Singapore dollar. I'm not sure if we've done this pair before, so I'm curious to see how it works with our indicator. By the way, we have changed the single setting from 13 to 30 to calm things down a bit. Let's go. We'll pick it up here where there was a big move down and the signal line has decidedly crossed the zero line with momentum. There was enough of a drop in price where we would have made some profits before our exit or stop loss would have taken us out. Price flattened out for a few periods, and now we've got a new long signal. That was a good run up. Even if your trailing stop hadn't hit, a good exit would probably have taken you out before all that sideways volatile movement. Now the short. A profitable trade there even through the chop. There was one touch and go, but it never crossed and closed above the zero line, so you'd have remained short throughout the move. That was a solid run. Good momentum throughout the move. The exit was a bit slow, but that's because we've lengthened the period in the settings. But you'd have profited nicely on that. There was a quick reversal which would have taken you out of that trade there. With a big blue candle like that, there might have been some news coming out which caused the abrupt change in price. Log the loss and move on with this fresh long. That was another nice run. This is where this indicator can shine. It quickly popped back in long territory with that one candle, got you in, and the momentum carried you up and into profit before the reversal. We had another quick flip-flop where the signal line bounced below and above the zero line. While sometimes frustrating, the indicator is doing what it's tasked to do. Chalk up this latest data and keep on keeping on. It looks like a solid first half trade, but the second half may have not had quite the legs to bring in the bacon. But it's all good because half of something is, well, you know the rest of it, right? That was incredible. Except for that small blip where the signal line just crossed the zero line for one period, that was probably one of the longest runs we've seen, clocking in at about 15 weeks. You'd have probably stayed in that trade if you were watching your exit indicator and not using this as an exit indicator. Well, this is one of those times when the market is decidedly undecided. A sideways market is not a friend to anybody, and we just have to weather it. We'd have a couple of losses here and not much else, which is why we always advocate checking through 36 Forex pairs each day. Let those opportunities come to you. And just like that, we're back in the money with a nice move to the north side, and you still may be in the trade. It's available in the library at no cost, so get it when you're ready. The link to the library is in the video's description. Whether you're going back to Cali or looking for some financial advice, no man, I don't think so. Besides, with all the goodies we have for you for free, there's bound to be something that you can use to improve your trading skills. Check us out. Our only goal is to make you a better trader.